Here in this video, we are going to, I guess, just do a little talking about suspension. This is nothing too crazy, too over the top. It's just lowering springs and what I guess I would call sport shocks. So right here, we're comparing actually a new setup that we have not installed yet. So we're going to have to revisit it, install them, review them, see how they ride. But so basically, right here we have a stock spring. We have a stock, well, equivalent KYB shock, and you can see the how they compare to the lowering setup, which you can see the spring is way shorter. It's actually a little bit thicker spring material, so I think it's going to be a little stiffer for sure. And then we have the sport shock, which if you compare it, I don't know why I moved that, but to the original shock, you can see the body of the shock is shorter, the rod is shorter, so everything is designed to be lower. And so because when you take a shock like this and slap this spring on it, it's going to ride pretty harsh. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. So we're just trying to go, well, oh, and by the way, this is these True Heart ones, which we found on eBay. But yeah, like I said, we have yet to test them. We're going to go ahead and revisit this later. But we're just trying to show for people who are wondering what to do when they're lowering their car, and why their car rides so bad when they put a spring like this on their stock type shock. You know, that's why there's sport shocks that are designed to get a better ride quality with a lowered car. Then of course it goes on and on. There's complete coilovers that are adjustable. I don't know if we'll get there. I'm not trying to go too crazy with this, right? Oh, by the way, this is for an Acura Integra, for our Project Integra. Anything else I'm forgetting? I don't know.
Brand that you recommend for lowering springs?
Oh yeah, these are both the True Heart brand. Lowering springs I've used, I don't know even how you say it, Teen Springs, I think is the green ones. Those are good. I have those on my Civic right now. Those ride nice. I'm thinking about putting the sport shocks with those springs. That might be another follow-up to do as well. If somebody's trying to do like basic coilovers, iBot ground controls are good. A lot of people swear by ground controls combined with Konies. I'm trying to keep this on a budget, so yeah, Konies I think are like nearly $500 just for the shocks. So yeah, this is kind of like the budget build right here, as opposed to, you know, something high end, or, you know, if you got all kinds of money burning a hole in your pocket. So yeah, I think that's it. We'll have to install these, make a video for that, and then maybe a little ride-along video. See how bad the camera rattles.
This doesn't work on all the cars, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, well yeah, this is, of course, this is something for Hondas and Acuras. It is not something that your sports shocks is not something you're going to necessarily find for every car. Like, for example, my Nissan, they don't make Konies for that one. That car rides kind of rough, but unfortunately they don't have too many options for those. If you got a Honda and Acura, you got a million options. That's what's kind of cool about these cars.
What if people are looking to raise their cars up?
Yeah, that's another thing. If you got a car that's like, say, a lot of people have cars that are on like chopped stock springs, you know, they'll cut some coils off of these things. Yeah, if you're not trying to go back to stock height, yeah, maybe an adjustable add-on coilover, like well, I don't know if that's what you should call it technically, but the ground controls are good. Like I said, those combined with Konies, or those combined with whatever shock you like, I suppose. Yeah, ride height, if you bought a car that's slammed just too low, putting on something like ground controls is a good option. And they are maybe around $350 for a set. So yeah, a lot of people go with, like, you know, the $50 eBay specials too, which will do the same thing. You can raise your car back up a little bit. Otherwise, some people just go all in and do the high-end coilover suspension, which is fully adjustable. And those range, geez, those range anywhere from $500 a set to probably $2,500. But we don't have any of those to review right now.
Broke.
Maybe someday. I don't know. We'll see. Another, which I think is a really popular one, a sport shorter type shock like this is the Skunk 2. I want to say this is basically a copy of a Skunk 2. Seems like it is, but haven't compared them directly to find out yet. But yeah, anything that's shorter like this should be benefiting you for a lowered car. That's it.